Low idling problems. Bullet is the finest bike on Indian roads. It traverses hilly tracks as easy as it does highways. Negligence in maintenance or adverse operating conditions may bring in performance deterioration. This module deals with how we attend to low idle problems. The different low idle problems we generally encounter are: engine cuts off suddenly on closing throttle, engine cuts off gradually without smoke, engine cuts off gradually with black smoke, higher low idle RPM, low idle problem from misfiring, erratic low idle. First, check whether the engine cuts off suddenly when the throttle is closed, but remains running as long as the throttle remains partly open. This can happen from too far out throttle stop screw. Screw it in till the engine low idles without cutting off. Air screw too far out. Adjust the air screw correctly. Blocked pilot jet. Blow the jet with compressed air. Blocked pilot discharge orifice. Clear it with compressed air. If the engine does not cut off suddenly on closing throttle, check how it cuts off. Suppose on closing throttle, the engine runs for a few seconds and gradually dies off without any smoke. The causes could be suction leakage, incorrect adjustment of air screw, weak spark, weak compression. Suction leakage may be due to loose joints between carburetor and engine. Air screw, when properly adjusted, would be between 1.5 turn to 2 1/4 turn out position. When too far out on closing of throttle, the air petrol mixture becomes too lean to burn and the engine dies slowly. Yellow or red sparks may be due to oily or carbon deposited spark plugs, excessive spark plug gap, dirty pitted CB points and defective condenser. Compression pressure becomes low due to its leakage. Tight tappet adjustment, eroded worn out valve seat, leaky decompressor valve, loose spark plug, damaged cylinder head gasket and worn out piston rings allow compression leakage. Vehicles with low idling complaints due to poor compression will also have loss of power problem. Very rich air petrol mixture flow during low idle also causes gradual engine dying off. In this case, exhaust sound will be different and black smoke would be present. Too rich an air petrol mixture can result from air screw too far in, carburetor overflow, too low float height, punctured float. Higher low idle RPM may be due to no throttle cable free play, too far screwed in throttle stop screw, stuck throttle inner cable and sticky slide valve. In this case, start with throttle cable free play. Adjust it 1 to 2 mm. If there is a problem in throttle stop screw, slowly turn it out till you get the right RPM several times. After fully opening, when the throttle is released, the slide valve in carburetor smoothly slides down and hits on the throttle stop screw. The sound, if clearly heard, both cable and slide valve are free. Erratic low idle is another complaint we often encounter. It occurs due to air-fuel mixture supply of irregular strength. This happens mainly due to suction leakage and worn-out slide valve in the carburetor. Low idle problem from misfiring may be due to excessive spark plug gap, fouled spark plug, faulty HT coil, water in petrol, low level of petrol in float chamber, and too far advanced ignition timing. Turn the ignition on. Kick the engine. Severe kickback indicates too far advanced ignition timing. Adjust the ignition timing to 0.8 mm before top dead center. The corrective action will differ depending upon the symptoms of the problem. The following are the major low idle problems we encounter. Engine cuts off suddenly on closing throttle. Check throttle stop screw, pilot discharge orifice and pilot jet. Engine cuts off gradually without smoke. Air screw may be too far out or there may be a suction leakage between engine and carburetor. Engine cuts off gradually with black smoke. Air screw may be too far in or carburetor overflow may be there. The spark at the spark plug may be weak. Higher low idle RPM. It may be due to throttle stop screw too far in, or sticky carburetor slide valve, or stuck inner throttle cable. Low idle problem from misfiring generally occurs due to weak spark or intermittent spark. Erratic low idle. Check for suction leakage and worn out carburetor slide valve.